Love, a subject that each of us has experienced at least once, but have you truly understood it? Why are there relationships that last, while others easily fall apart? Pain in love is always inevitable. There are careless words that sting your heart, actions that make you feel disrespected, and sometimes, even the silence of the other person can be a deep cut to your soul. But the most important thing is not how others have hurt you, but how you react. Will you drown in sorrow, lose yourself, or learn to stand up, heal, and become stronger? Let's explore the most important things you need to do to protect your heart and your own value. Welcome to the Sophia's Knowledge channel, and my name is Sophia. This is where you will find valuable lessons and tips to help you build truly sustainable love. In today's video, Sophia will explore with you 8 priorities to follow when a man hurts you. Watch and apply them immediately. Don't miss out on advice that could change the way you view and live in love. You will surely feel more comfortable when you find a quiet place and put on your headphones. Let yourself relax and be ready to receive the positive messages in today's video. Are you ready to embark on this journey with Sophia? Let's begin together. Number 1. Allow yourself to feel your emotions. When a man hurts you, the first reaction of many is to try to hide their feelings, appear strong, or even deny the pain they are experiencing. However, this does not help you truly overcome the hurt, it only causes it to be suppressed and eventually erupt at some point. Allowing yourself to feel emotions is not a sign of weakness, but the first and most important step in the healing process. Why is it necessary to feel your own emotions? Every human emotion exists for a reason. When you are hurt, sadness, anger, disappointment, or pain are all natural reactions. Denying them only adds stress, exhaustion, and can negatively affect your mental state in the long run. On the contrary, when you accept that you are hurting, you will more easily find ways to face and resolve it in a healthy manner. Some people tend to avoid emotions by diving into work, trying to be overly cheerful, or quickly finding a new relationship to forget the pain. However, these solutions are only temporary. The wound that is not healed will linger inside and may affect future relationships. Therefore, instead of running away, learn to confront your own feelings. How to allow yourself to feel emotions in a healthy way. Accept that you are hurting. The first thing you need to do is to acknowledge your feelings without judgment or self-blame. Do not try to tell yourself that I shouldn't be sad, I must not cry, or I have to be strong immediately. You are human, and feeling pain when hurt is completely normal. Remember that emotions do not define who you are. Being in pain does not mean you are weak. On the contrary, it shows that you have loved, had expectations, and put your heart into a relationship. The important thing is to realize that you are in pain so you can find a way to heal rather than pretending everything is okay. Allow yourself to cry if needed. Crying is not a sign of weakness but an extremely effective way to release emotions. Science has proven that when you cry, your body releases oxytocin and endorphin, which help reduce stress and make you feel lighter. Therefore, if you feel like crying, let the tears flow naturally. However, crying does not mean you will drown in sorrow forever. After crying, remind yourself that this is only a temporary phase and that you will get through it. Keep an emotion diary. If you find it hard to express your feelings in words, try writing them down. Keeping a diary is a great way to organize your thoughts and release your emotions. You can write about what happened, what you are feeling, and what hurt you the most. Be honest with yourself when writing, without needing to edit or beautify the language. An effective way to write is to do it as if you were talking to a close friend. When you look back on your words, you may understand your feelings better and find a way to handle them wisely. Confide in someone trustworthy. Sharing your emotions with a close friend, a family member, or a mental health professional can help you unburden your heart and see the issue from a different perspective. Sometimes, just having someone listen without judgment is enough to make you feel lighter. However, choose someone you truly trust. Not everyone can understand and empathize with you. Avoid sharing with those who tend to judge or give negative advice. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness is a method that helps you focus on the present, observing your emotions without getting carried away by them. You can practice mindfulness by sitting quietly for a few minutes, taking deep breaths, and observing what is happening inside you without trying to change or judge it. Meditation is also an effective way to regulate emotions, reduce stress, and gain a more objective perspective on what is happening. Dedicate a few minutes every day to sit quietly, listen to your breath, and accept all the emotions that come to you. After feeling, begin the healing process. After allowing yourself to fully experience the pain, the next important thing is not to let yourself be submerged in it forever. Gradually move yourself out of the sorrowful zone by focusing on positive things, taking care of yourself, and learning to love yourself more. Emotions are only temporary, but the way you face them will determine whether you can move forward strongly. When you learn how to feel and handle emotions in a healthy way, not only will you overcome the pain, but you will also become stronger, wiser, and more confident in your own life. Remember, you don't need to become strong immediately. Just a little each day, step by step, and you will gradually regain the peace and happiness that you deserve. What do you think about this? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I look forward to hearing your opinions and discussing further. Don't forget to like if you find this content useful and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next sharing. Thank you very much. Let's continue together. Number 2. Create space to calm down. When a man hurts you, the natural reaction for many is to immediately confront, question, or express anger. However, this often leads to heated arguments or rash decisions made while emotions are still unstable. To avoid this, the most important thing is to create enough space so that you have time to think and regain your calm. Space does not mean giving up or surrendering. It is a way for you to control your emotions, reassess everything, and decide what is best for you. If you do not take time to listen to yourself before reacting, you may make decisions that you later regret. Why is space necessary? When hurt, our minds are often overwhelmed by negative emotions such as anger, disappointment, or sorrow. In this state, any reaction can be driven by fleeting emotions rather than reason. This can lead you to say things you will later regret or to act in ways that worsen the situation. Space helps you control your emotions rather than letting emotions control you. Look at the situation more objectively. Avoid negative reactions that could hurt yourself. Clearly define your self-worth and what you truly desire. Space is not a punishment for the other person, it is a way to protect yourself. It gives you the opportunity to reflect on the relationship, on how the other person treats you, and whether you want to continue with them or not. How to create space properly. Pause all conversations. If you are in an argument or feel hurt, stop immediately. Do not try to resolve the issue while your emotions are still surging. You can tell the other person, "Right now, I need some time to think. We will talk after I calm down." This helps you avoid thoughtless words or endless debates. Do not text, call, or check the other person on social media. When first creating space, you may really want to text or check what they are doing. But remember that the purpose of space is for you to calm down, not to track or control the other person. Remind yourself that constantly checking your phone or social media will only make you more hurt and make it harder to let go of negative feelings. If needed, temporarily block or hide that person's information so you can focus on yourself instead of being distracted by them. Spend time for yourself. When you are hurt, the most important thing is to take care of yourself and recover positive energy. Instead of thinking too much about the other person, do things that make you feel better. Take a walk or exercise to release stress. Listen to soft music or read a book to keep your mind at peace. Spend time with friends or family to feel loved. Keep a diary to release emotions without having to suppress them. Anything that helps you feel relaxed and at ease is beneficial in this process of creating space. Set clear boundaries. If the other person tries to contact you or find a way to talk when you are not ready, be firm with your decision. You can clearly state that you need your own space and that you will get in touch when you feel better. Do not let anyone force you to talk when you are not truly calm. Setting boundaries shows that your feelings are important and deserve respect. Space helps you see the relationship more clearly. Once you have calmed down, you will begin to view everything more objectively. You can ask yourself important questions such as, am I being respected in this relationship? Does that person truly care about my feelings? Is this a one-time incident or a repeated behavior? Do I still want to continue this relationship? Space helps you avoid being caught in a spiral of emotions and, instead, enables you to evaluate everything more rationally. You will have the chance to listen to your heart rather than simply reacting on impulse. If you realize that this was just a misunderstanding and that there are still many good things between you, you may decide to give the other person a chance. But if you find that the person does not respect your feelings at all, creating space may be the first step to help you move on strongly. Creating space does not mean losing. Many people fear that if they keep their distance, the other person will drift away or forget about them. But the truth is, if someone truly cherishes you, they will respect your space and try to mend their mistakes when you are ready to talk. On the other hand, if someone only wants to control you, they will try to break this space by continuously pressuring, blaming, or manipulating your emotions. This is a sign for you to recognize whether that person is truly worthy of you. Finally, creating space is an art that helps you control your emotions, reassess everything, and make wise decisions. It is not about being cold or avoiding, it is a way to protect yourself and find the right path. By pausing, focusing on yourself, and viewing the situation from a distance, you will not only handle the situation more wisely but also build your self-esteem and personal value. When you know how to control your emotions, you will not allow anyone to hurt you so easily. Number 3. Do not react immediately in anger. When hurt, the instinct of many people is to immediately retaliate. It might be a long message full of accusations, an angry phone call, or even words that hurt both parties even more. But the faster you react in anger, the easier it is to say things you don't really mean or do things that you will later regret. Controlling anger does not mean suppressing emotions or pretending that nothing happened. Instead, it is a way for you to think clearly, maintain your dignity, and make wiser decisions. A woman who knows how to master her emotions not only earns the respect of others but also helps herself avoid unnecessary harm. Why should you not react immediately when you are angry? Anger is like a fire. When you add more fuel, it will flare up even stronger and may cause consequences that you will later regret. Decisions or words spoken in anger are often uncontrolled and not based on reason. You may have experienced situations such as sending a long message full of accusations, only to later feel regret for having expressed too much emotion. Saying harsh words to the other person, then realizing that what you said did not truly reflect your real feelings. Acting on anger and causing the relationship to become more seriously strained instead of resolving the problem. Anger is a temporary emotion, but the consequences of reactions in anger can last for a long time. Therefore, learning to control your anger not only helps you avoid hurting others but also protects yourself. How to control your anger before reacting? Stop and take a deep breath. As soon as you realize you are angry, stop. Do not rush to speak or text immediately. Instead, take several deep breaths. Inhale through your nose, hold for a few seconds, then exhale slowly. This helps soothe your nervous system, reduce stress, and restore your mind to a more balanced state. If possible, remove yourself from the situation that is making you angry. Take a walk, have a glass of water, or simply sit quietly for a while to let your mind relax. This period may only last a few minutes, but it is enough to help you avoid unwanted reactions. Write down your feelings instead of speaking immediately. An effective way to control anger is to write down what you are thinking instead of speaking directly to the other person. Take a piece of paper or open your phone, and write down everything you want to say without overthinking. After writing, read it back. Do you still want to send those words? Often, after calming down, you will find that there are many things you should not say or that there is a better way to express yourself without hurting either party. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Before reacting, try asking yourself, did that person really intend to hurt me, or was it accidental? Am I overreacting or being too sensitive? If I say this, what will be the consequence? Not all of your anger necessarily stems from the fault of the other person. Sometimes, it comes from the way you interpret the situation. When you take the time to think from a different perspective, you may understand the situation better before reacting. Do not let emotions dictate your self-worth. When you react too quickly in anger, you may inadvertently expose your vulnerability in a way that causes the other person to no longer value you. A man who sees that you easily lose control and always react based on emotion might underestimate your feelings in the future. Conversely, if you remain calm, steadfast, and know how to handle the problem intelligently, you will earn greater respect from others. A valuable woman is not one who is devoid of emotion, but one who knows how to control her emotions properly. When should you speak and respond? After you have calmed down, you can decide whether to respond or not. If you still feel the need to say something, choose to speak clearly but calmly, without blaming or criticizing. Instead of saying, "You're always hurting me, you never care about my feelings," try saying, "Your words/actions hurt me. I want to understand more about this and find a way to resolve it." A calm conversation will help you achieve better results than an argument full of anger. Finally, not reacting immediately in anger not only helps you maintain your image but also enables you to make wiser decisions. Anger is a temporary emotion, but words and actions made in anger can have long-lasting consequences. Remember that true strength does not lie in an emotional outburst but in the ability to control your emotions. A wise woman is not one who never gets angry, but one who knows how to master her emotions so that they do not dictate important decisions in life. If you are still watching at this moment, please do not hesitate to comment with the word "continue." Leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section. I look forward to hearing your opinions. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that Sophia has even more motivation to create many more interesting and meaningful videos. Let's continue together. Number 4. Clearly determine the level of hurt. When hurt in a relationship, emotions can throw you into chaos. There are times when a careless word is enough to make you feel pain, but sometimes, repeated actions are truly the serious issue. Therefore, before reacting or making any decision, you need to clearly determine the level of hurt you are experiencing. Not all pains are the same. Some wounds can be healed, but there are also those that signal you need to let go. If you do not accurately assess the severity of the issue, you might easily fall into two extreme states, either enduring too long in a toxic relationship, or giving up too soon when the problem could actually be resolved. Why is it necessary to clearly determine the level of hurt? When a man hurts you, the important factor is not just how you feel, but also the cause and impact of it. If you do not clarify the seriousness of the issue, you might overreact or, on the contrary, overlook something that should not be ignored. Determining the level of hurt helps you control your decisions rather than being driven by temporary emotions. View the issue more objectively and realistically. Differentiate between wounds that can be forgiven and those that cannot be accepted. Avoid condoning behaviors that do not respect you. Remember, a smart woman is not one who silently endures all pain, but one who knows how to assess a situation and act wisely. How to determine the level of hurt? Look at the nature of the issue. Before reacting, ask yourself, Did he hurt you accidentally or on purpose? Is this the first time or has it happened repeatedly? Is it due to circumstances or a misunderstanding? If you put yourself in his shoes, can you understand the reason behind his actions? Some wounds may simply be unintentional, due to a lack of sensitivity or pressure from life. But if the hurt stems from indifference, a lack of respect, or happens repeatedly without change, you need to seriously reconsider the relationship. Classify the level of hurt. Not all hurts are the same. You can divide them into 3 levels for easier evaluation. Mild hurt can be overlooked or resolved through dialogue. He says something unintentionally that makes you sad, but then sincerely apologizes. An argument erupts but without insulting or demeaning you. He forgets an important day or unintentionally fails to notice your feelings at a certain moment. At this level, you may only need to have a clear conversation to resolve the issue. If he truly cares about you, he will be willing to listen and change. Moderate hurt requires change to continue the relationship. He often overlooks your feelings or dismisses what is important to you. Arguments become increasingly tense and tend to recur without any solution. He lacks respect and does not truly care about your desires and feelings. At this level, you need to have a serious conversation with him to see if the relationship can improve. If there is still no change, you need to consider whether you are trying to cling to something unworthy. Severe hurt, a sign that you need to leave. He says or does something deeply offensive. There is deception, betrayal, or mental and physical abuse. He continuously manipulates your emotions, making you feel worthless. You feel exhausted, lose confidence in yourself, and no longer feel like yourself in this relationship. If the hurt has reached this level, continuing may only cause you more suffering. A person who truly loves you would never hurt you to the point where you feel you've lost yourself. Observe his actions afterward. One of the best ways to assess the level of hurt is to see how he reacts afterward. If a man truly loves you, he will acknowledge his mistakes and try to make amends. But if he dismisses your feelings, ignores them, or even blames you in return, that is a clear sign that you are not respected in this relationship. Observe. Does he sincerely apologize? Does his behavior change afterward? Or does he only make empty promises while things remain the same? Actions always speak louder than words. Do not let meaningless apologies soften you if they are not accompanied by real change. Finally, clearly determining the level of hurt helps you make wiser decisions rather than reacting based on temporary emotions. Not all mistakes deserve forgiveness, and not all hurts are severe enough to warrant leaving. The important thing is to know your own limits. A smart woman is one who can distinguish between wounds that can be healed and those that cannot be accepted. When you understand this clearly, you will no longer be led by emotions. Instead, you will take charge of your life and your own happiness. Number 5. Communicate your feelings honestly. When a man hurts you, your reaction will greatly determine how the relationship continues. Many people tend to remain silent, suppress their emotions, or expect the other person to understand on their own, but this often only leads to distance, misunderstandings, and the accumulation of further hurt. On the contrary, communicating your feelings honestly not only helps you release what is weighing on your heart but also helps the other person clearly understand the issue so that you can work together to overcome it. A healthy relationship is not one without conflicts, but one in which both parties know how to face and resolve them wisely. Why is it necessary to communicate your feelings honestly? Not everyone has the ability to fully understand another's emotions if you don't express them. Especially men, who often think in a logical and practical way, while women lean toward emotions. If you expect him to automatically realize that you are sad and exactly what is hurting you, it may not happen. Honestly sharing your feelings helps you control negative thoughts instead of keeping them inside. Avoid misunderstandings or misinterpretations of the other person's actions. Help the other person clearly understand the issue and have the opportunity to make amends. Build a relationship based on honesty and mutual respect. Conversely, if you choose to remain silent or use vague hints, you may end up hurting yourself and causing the relationship to become more strained without any resolution. How to communicate honestly without creating pressure. Honest communication does not mean criticizing, attacking, or venting your anger on the other person. For the conversation to be truly effective, you need to choose your words in a manner that is both honest and constructive. Choose the right time and place. Do not discuss negative feelings when you are angry or in the midst of a heated argument. When both parties are losing their calm, the conversation can easily turn into a quarrel rather than a constructive dialogue. Choose a time when both of you can listen to each other without distractions from work or external stress. A quiet, comfortable space also helps you articulate your thoughts more easily. Express your feelings in a positive way. Instead of blaming, speak about your feelings sincerely but without aggression. An effective method is to use phrases like, "I feel," instead of "you always." "That action hurt me," instead of "you always make me sad." "I wish we could talk more openly," instead of "you never try to understand me." For example, "You never care about my feelings. When you do that, I feel neglected. I wish we could understand each other better." This way of speaking helps the other person feel less attacked, making them more open and willing to listen. Focus on the specific issue and do not bring up the past. When sharing your feelings, focus on the issue at hand rather than dragging up past events to assign blame. Bringing up old mistakes can make the conversation tense and unproductive. For example, "Last time, you did the same thing, you always hurt me. This time, I am unhappy because you broke your promise. I want to know what you think about this." An effective conversation is one in which both parties work together to find a solution, rather than simply recalling negative past events. Listen to the other person's response. Communication is a two-way process. When you share your feelings, give the other person an opportunity to respond. They may not even realize that their actions have hurt you, or they may have their own thoughts that you haven't considered. Listen openly, without interrupting or reacting harshly right away. Sometimes, an honest conversation can help you understand the other person better and even understand yourself more. Propose solutions instead of just criticizing. If you truly want to improve the relationship, do not just stop at expressing your feelings, offer specific wishes or suggestions. For example, "I hope that next time, if something upsets me, you can ask me instead of remaining silent. I want us to talk more about important issues to avoid misunderstandings." When you provide a direction for resolution, the other person can more easily understand what you need and adjust accordingly. When should you stop? Communication does not always yield the desired results. If you have repeatedly expressed your feelings honestly but the other person continues to show no change, ignores you, or even dismisses your emotions, that may be a sign that they do not truly care about you. A healthy relationship is one where both parties listen and are willing to adjust to better understand each other. If someone continuously hurts you without any sign of change, you need to reconsider your position in that relationship. Finally, honestly communicating your feelings not only helps you unload your heart but also helps the other person clearly understand the issue so that it can be resolved together. A happy relationship is not one without conflicts, but one in which both parties know how to share their feelings honestly and respect each other. Remember, you deserve to be heard and understood. Do not be afraid to express your feelings, but do so in an intelligent and sensitive manner. When you communicate correctly, you not only help the relationship improve but also affirm your own value in the eyes of others. Number 6. Do not let yourself lose value. In a relationship, especially when hurt, many people tend to lose themselves. They may sacrifice too much, endure silently, or lower their self-worth just to hold on to someone unworthy. But the truth is, if you lose your own value, you will never have a happy and complete love. Not letting yourself lose value does not mean being arrogant or not caring about the other person. It means loving yourself enough to not allow anyone to look down on you or hurt you easily. Why should you not lose your own value? A healthy relationship is not a place where you have to sacrifice everything in exchange for love. If you always submit, ignore your own feelings, and accept everything just to keep that person by your side, you will not only cause yourself pain but also cause the other person to lose respect for you. Below are some signs that you are losing your value in a relationship. You are willing to overlook the hurt they cause without speaking up. You are so afraid of losing love that you accept any condition, even when it is unfair to you. You continuously try to please the other person while forgetting what you need. You feel that you are not good enough and always need to change to please others. If you let this situation continue, you will gradually lose your confidence, self-respect, and even the joy in your life. How to maintain your value in a relationship? Recognize your own value. Your value does not come from how others treat you, but from how you view yourself. You need to understand that you deserve to be loved and respected. You do not need to change yourself just to please others. A person who truly loves you will not make you feel worthless. Remember, your value is not determined by a man, it is defined by you. Do not beg for love or attention. One of the quickest ways to lose your value is begging for love from someone who does not truly appreciate you. If someone does not care about you, do not try to cling by doing everything to get their attention. Ask yourself, if I have to beg for love, is that really love? A worthy man will never make you feel that you have to chase him. Establish clear boundaries. Maintaining your value means knowing your limits and not allowing anyone to cross them. If someone continuously hurts you and you do not speak up, they will continue doing so because they know you won't leave. Clearly define what you can accept and what cannot be forgiven. When to forgive and when to let go. How you deserve to be treated. If someone does not respect your boundaries, they do not deserve a place in your life. Do not sacrifice your personal life for a man. One common mistake that causes many to lose value in the eyes of the other person is giving up their personal life to devote all their time and energy to their lover. They gradually drift away from friends, abandon their hobbies, and put their entire world around one person. But this only makes you less attractive in the other person's eyes. A woman with an independent, passionate, and free life is always more attractive than one who lives solely for someone else. Continue to pursue your hobbies, develop yourself, and maintain the important relationships in your life. When you have a fulfilling life, you will never have to fear losing someone because you already have yourself. Always put your self-respect first. Love can be an important part of life, but it should not come at the cost of your self-respect. If someone does not respect you, if they continuously hurt you without regard for your feelings, you need to know when to walk away. Do not accept a relationship just because you are afraid of being alone. Being alone for a while is better than being with someone who makes you feel worthless. When should you stop? If you realize that you are losing yourself in a relationship, ask yourself, does this relationship make me feel happy and respected? Can I be myself when I'm with this person? Does this person truly value me, or do they only see me as an option? If the answer is no, perhaps it is time to reconsider this relationship. A person who truly loves you will not make you feel worthless. And if someone cannot see your value, that is not your problem, it is theirs. Finally, not letting yourself lose value in a relationship is the most important thing to maintain your self-respect and happiness. A woman of value is not one who is willing to endure everything for love, but one who knows that she deserves a better love. Love yourself enough to not allow anyone to look down on you. When you know how to value yourself, you will attract those who know how to appreciate you. And then, you will not need to cling to anyone, because those who are worthy will willingly stay by your side. Number 7. Spend time for yourself. When a man hurts you, the most important thing is not trying to fix the relationship or forcing him to change, but rather focusing on yourself. Many people, after being hurt, often make the mistake of spending too much time thinking about the other person, trying to understand why everything happened, or seeking answers from the one who hurt them. But the truth is, the only thing you can control in this situation is yourself. Spending time for yourself is not about avoiding or forgetting, but it is a way for you to heal, rediscover yourself, and move forward with a stronger mindset. Why is it necessary to spend time for yourself after being hurt? When you experience emotional pain, your mind often gets caught up in negative thoughts. You may feel lost, lose faith in love, or even doubt yourself. If you do not give yourself time to recover, the wound may deepen, trapping you in sorrow with no way out. Spending time for yourself helps you to replenish your energy and regain emotional balance. Reassess the relationship more objectively. Rebuild your self-esteem and confidence. Create an opportunity to explore yourself and discover new things in life. A strong woman is not one who is never hurt, but one who knows how to heal herself and stand up again after what has happened. Ways to effectively spend time for yourself. Stop tracking the other person. One of the biggest mistakes many people make after being hurt is continuing to track that man on social media, trying to find out what he is doing, if he is happy, or if he misses you. But this only causes more pain and hinders your healing process. Temporarily stop contacting him, avoid viewing anything related to him, and focus on yourself. This is not indifference, but a way to give yourself the necessary space to recover. Engage in activities that bring you joy. When you spend too much time dwelling on the pain, you easily get trapped in negative emotions. Instead, dedicate time to activities you love that help you rejuvenate and feel better. Some suggestions: take a walk, exercise, or join a yoga class to help your body and mind relax. Listen to music, read books, or watch inspiring movies. Spend time with friends and family, those who always love and cherish you. Explore new hobbies such as painting, cooking, or journaling. Do things that make you happy, because that will help you break free from the cycle of negative thoughts. Reconnect with yourself. After a period of focusing on the relationship, you may have forgotten the things that once made you happy. This is the time to rediscover yourself and ask, what do I truly want in life? What makes me happy when no one is around? Am I living true to my own values? Take the time to explore and renew yourself. You do not need someone else to feel complete, because you are already whole on your own. Take care of your physical and mental well-being. Your body and mind need love and care, especially after emotional wounds. Don't forget to eat healthy and drink enough water to maintain your health. Get sufficient sleep so your body has time to recover. Practice meditation or mindfulness to help your mind find peace. Invest in your appearance, and do things that boost your confidence. A woman who knows how to love herself will always shine, whether someone is by her side or not. Set new goals for the future. When you focus on developing yourself and setting new goals, you will no longer be trapped by old hurts. Think about the things you want to do, the dreams you want to pursue, and start taking action. This could be learning a new skill, planning a trip to explore the world, setting goals to develop your career, finances, or a field you are passionate about. When you focus on the future rather than the past, you will realize that life still holds many wonderful things waiting for you. How do you know you have truly healed? You will know that you have truly spent enough time for yourself and moved past the pain when you no longer feel hurt when thinking about the past. You no longer expect an apology or change from the other person. You value yourself more and no longer fear losing someone. When you look back, you see that what happened was a lesson that helped you grow. At that point, you will realize that you are much stronger than you were on the day you were first hurt. Finally, spending time for yourself is not selfish. It is essential for you to regain balance, heal, and move forward more strongly. A happy woman is not one who is never hurt, but one who knows how to love herself to overcome pain in a mature way. Remember, you do not need someone else to feel that you are valuable. You are already wonderful just as you are. And when you know how to love yourself, you will attract the best things into your life. Number 8. Be ready to let go if necessary. In a relationship, everyone hopes to hold on to the one they love and reach a complete ending together. But sometimes, no matter how much you try, you cannot change one fact: there are people who do not belong to you, there are loves that cannot be salvaged, and there are wounds that can only heal when you have the courage to let go. Letting go does not mean failure or weakness. On the contrary, it is a powerful act that shows you love yourself enough not to accept further hurt. If a relationship only brings exhaustion, pain, and loss, then leaving is not a loss but a liberation. Why is letting go sometimes the best choice? We often try to cling to a relationship for many reasons: because of beautiful memories, because of the happy moments once shared, in the hope that the other person will change, or simply out of fear of loneliness. But if you look back and see that you have tried your best but nothing changes, this relationship leaves you more drained than happy. You no longer feel respected, loved, or cherished. The other person no longer gives you the attention or effort they once did. Then perhaps it is time to ask yourself, am I clinging to something that no longer belongs to me? Letting go is not about giving up on love, but about giving up on what is no longer worthy of you. When one door closes, another will open. But you can only see the new door if you are brave enough to step through the old one. Signs that you should let go. You always feel insecure and in pain in the relationship. A healthy relationship should bring you a sense of safety, peace, and love. If you are always living in anxiety, fear, or feel that you are not good enough, then perhaps this is not the place for you. The other person no longer cherishes you. Love is not just about promises but also about actions that show care and respect. If the person continuously hurts you, ignores your feelings, and no longer prioritizes you, then it is time for you to leave and find someone more worthy. You have to change completely to keep that person. A good relationship never demands that you lose yourself. If you feel that you must force yourself to change to fit the other person, then that is not true love. Real love is when you can be yourself and still be loved. You have given too much but received nothing in return. Love needs balance. If you are always the only one trying, sacrificing without receiving appreciation or reciprocation, then perhaps it is time to stop. You have forgiven too much, but everything keeps repeating. Everyone makes mistakes, but if someone continuously hurts you and only apologizes without changing, then those apologies no longer hold any value. Do not let yourself get caught in a cycle of hurt and forgiveness without genuine respect. How to let go decisively and gently. Letting go is not easy, especially when you have invested so much emotion and expectation in the relationship. But if the time has come, do it in a way that helps you recover quickly and move forward more strongly. Accept the truth. First, acknowledge that this relationship no longer gives you what you deserve. Do not continue to deceive yourself with the hope that one day everything will change, if reality has proven otherwise. Do not cling or wait. After deciding to let go, do not look back, do not text, do not find reasons to continue maintaining a meaningless relationship. Give yourself the space to truly move on, rather than getting trapped in the spiral of the past. Create distance and focus on yourself. Do not follow the other person on social media, do not search for information about them. Instead, spend time taking care of yourself, doing things that make you happy, and replenishing your positive energy. Seek support from friends and family. Do not endure it alone. Share your feelings with those who love you, they will help you feel lighter and remind you of your true worth. Rebuild a new life. After letting go, set new goals for yourself. Learn something new, travel, develop your career, or do anything that makes you feel complete without relying on someone else. Finally, letting go does not mean you have failed in love, it means you are strong enough to move on when you know you deserve something better. Do not cling to someone who no longer wants to stay, do not sacrifice yourself just to maintain a meaningless relationship. You do not need someone else to complete you, you are complete from the moment you learn to love yourself. And when you are brave enough to leave, you will open a new chapter in your life, where even better things are waiting for you. Conclusion. Getting hurt in love is something no one desires, but it is also a part of life. The important thing is not how much pain you feel, but how you face and overcome it. A man may hurt you, but you are the one who decides whether that wound will last forever or not. The journey of healing is not about trying to change the other person or clinging to a relationship that no longer fits. It is a process of learning to face your own emotions, creating distance when necessary, controlling your reactions, and most importantly, maintaining your self-worth. You deserve a love that brings happiness, not a relationship full of hurt and exhaustion. Take the time to understand the extent of your pain, communicate your feelings honestly, and never lose yourself for anyone. If a relationship no longer brings you joy and respect, be strong enough to let go. Not because you are not good enough, but because you deserve something better. Finally, loving yourself is the most important key. When you know how to love yourself, you will not need to seek love from someone else to feel complete. And when you move forward with self-respect and peace, true love will find you at the right time. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. I hope you have found these lessons about love and relationships useful. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I truly appreciate your support and will continue to bring valuable content in future videos. Please continue to join me on this journey of exploring love and relationships. See you again and wish you always happiness.